Good morning.
Good morning.
This
Good
is Aldo
morning, guys.
Cairo with
And
the Global Trade Chamber.
I'm Maria Rene Davila with the Successful Women in Business.
Welcome. We have another amazing, incredible segment of our success stories. We do this on a regular basis, interviewing people we select from around the world that are doing two things. One is they're succeeding in their own fields, but also they're making a difference in the community. So unless they have those two main ingredients, they don't qualify. And the young lady we have today is no exception, and she's very dear to my heart because she's from one of my favorite countries.
Absolutely. And we want to interview today a special lady, like Al said. She is Kallee Jackson. She's a successful fashion designer. And the things that she's going to share with us today is just unbelievable because she started from not having a school degree, and now she's a successful designer. So I want to welcome Kallee Jackson. Hello, Kallee. How are you?
Hi, Al. Hi, Maria. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
We're thrilled. You're now in what part of the world?
I am in Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Oh, San Lucie, that's a beautiful
That's a
place.
beautiful area. But
Yes,
you were in
it is.
New York not too long ago, I understand.
Yes, in February for New York
Okay.
Fashion Week.
So all the way from Florida to New York.
And she's
Fashion Week.
originally from Jamaica. And you were
Jamaica.
talking about Jamaica because of the rum.
So there's only two
Yes.
things that I like. One is my Colombian coffee, but right next to it in my office is a collection of international rums, highlighted by the rums from Jamaica. And the white rum from
Oh my
Jamaica
goodness.
is amazing. Yes,
That is
yes, I am.
awesome. And you drink this, right?
It's part
I
of
don't
my
know how
job
because it's very
description.
strong, but
I
Alex
am
What?
from
out.
Jamaica and I don't even know how you do that because I can't do it. No,
No
I
way!
do red wine and red wine only. That is it.
Wow. So there's different levels of rum, and white, from what everybody tells me, is like one of the most strongest rums anywhere in the world.
Oh, yeah.
So they use it in Jamaica as rubbing alcohol, but I
Yes.
actually drink it. we love, we love it. We love it. Plus the people from Jamaica we love. So happy to have
Oh,
you.
yes.
Yes,
The
we are,
food,
Kallee. Tell us
the
more about your
music.
story.
The food.
Well,
Oh,
I'm from Jamaica. I came here in 2003 to the United States. Um, I was 17, so I spent, I would say, some of the best part of my life in my country. Yeah,
yes.
and I came here in 2003. Yeah,
Wow,
It's
2003.
amazing.
So
2003.
17 years. Now I did good with the
Yes.
math.
17 years, yes,
So it's
yes.
almost the same time Maria's been here from
Yes.
Bolivia.
How long have you been here, Maria?
16.
Oh, wow.
I can believe it's 16.
16
Oh,
years
wow.
here in Florida.
And it was very
I'm
difficult. Like
1
probably
year.
you know, the first few
It was,
years are very tough.
yes. For me, it was a huge culture shock. But one of the things that was really good for me was I noticed that being from Jamaica and coming to the United States, I had no limits now. Like you can come here and you can become whatever you want to become. You just have to work for it.
Absolutely.
So it's
The
a
beauty
limitless
country.
country. That's what I call it. The limitless country. If you're here and you're not doing it, then start doing it because it's limitless.
No question. And we hear
Yes.
that from a lot of people because we are a multicultural organization. And we talk to people from all over the world, not only that are in other countries, but that also hear from other countries. And they have all reached tremendous success because of the attitude and determination. It's not because of their environment, nothing to do with it. So we're very excited that you are here because you're definitely an example and a
And
model.
talking about determination, she's going to tell us how she actually started her
Oh, this
career in
is
the
awesome.
fashion industry, right?
Yes. So I've never been to school for fashion designing. 4 years ago, my husband bought me a sewing machine for Mother's Day. It was one of the gifts he bought me. And I took it down from the attic because that's where I put it. and I made a skirt.
Something
I
added.
made a skirt and I wore it to dinner the next day with him to Duffy's. And two ladies in the restaurant, they were sitting together and they kept staring at me. And they came and they're like, "We love your skirt. Where did you get it?" And I said, "I made it." And
Unbelievable.
and they said to me, "You made that? We want it. How much will you charge us to make one?" So right off the bat of my head, I was like, $89.99. And they're like, "Okay." And so
Oh,
I
no
made it.
way.
Yeah, I made two skirts and I sent it to these ladies. And 2 weeks later, they messaged me and they're like, "Oh my God, we love it. That's amazing." And my husband said to me, "Hmm, you should start your own business, right? You should start designing, you know." And I'm like, "You're crazy." And he said, "No, I'm serious." And he wrote me a check and he said, "Go ahead and start your business." And that's how I started. Yeah.
Wow,
That's a
No
unbelievable.
story.
experience, nothing.
But did you take a tutorial or you were just knew how to cut the skirt?
So some of it, most of it comes natural to me because it doesn't matter what I watch or how many patterns I get from the store. I still don't know how to use those patterns. Everything for me is natural, free flow, and all that. So I
That's
do watch
a
some YouTube videos, but it doesn't help that much, you know.
Wow, unbelievable.
that's a story. I mean, you should write a book
Well, I am in the process of writing one right now.
because you can inspire a lot of young women that anything's possible in the simplest things around
Yes.
you. Look at all the artists. They didn't. Many never took art, and yet
Yeah.
they're famous artists. But they had a gift, and you have a gift, obviously, and that gift
I
needs
think
to be.
I think we're all born with a gift. It's for us to find it. You'll never find it unless you find yourself. But once you do find yourself, stay true to that. Everything else will flow. Be very persistent because
Mm,
that's key. And just keep going.
that's amazing.
And after that, she started, it was not necessarily a business at the beginning, right? It was more like, oh, I like to cut, so I'm going to do
It
this
was a
skirt.
hobby, actually.
It
Yeah,
was
a
a
hobby.
hobby.
A
So
hobby,
she ended
yeah.
up now doing, participating in runways in the Fashion Week in New
Yeah,
York.
amazing.
Yes.
So that's
So
a
in February, February is like the fashion world for New York. And they have multiple different fashion weeks happening in the same week. And
really wow.
I participated in one out of 16 at that time. So yeah, and
Incredible.
that was an experience within itself because I came back and I felt fearless. Yes.
That built your courage for sure.
Yes,
And
it did, because it shows me because I'm from Port St. Lucie where it's not a huge necessity here for couture formal wear, and that is what I'm truly interested in.
huh,
So leaving Port St. Lucie, and I love my people. My community is like the absolute best. They support me at
And they love
every
you, Kelly,
single.
because they are
Yes,
replying to the chat.
yeah.
they're already
Oh my
ready.
God, I love my people.
Your
They're
fan
amazing.
club.
Yeah, from the likes to the share to see me in the store and they hug me and we love you. I love them.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So leaving Port St. Lucie and going to New York Fashion Week, and then you see everything under the sun, and you realize, oh my God, there's a different world out here. There's so much. It was amazing.
Overwhelming.
And amazing. Yes. It was
But
very
also, Kelly,
overwhelming.
she's not just doing, the fashion shows and she's in the fashion industry, but also she's helping the community, as she indicated, because she told us that actually she donated masks. Tell us more about that,
Tell
Kelly.
us
So
your masks.
yes, so this whole pandemic is happening.
Oh,
When it first started, my business went down a little bit, and I said to my husband, there was so much happening around me. I know of nurses that were working in the hospitals and there was no mask anywhere to be found. And I said to my husband one morning, I said, babe, I think I need to start making masks and donating them. And he said, okay, go ahead. He's always so supportive of everything I do. And
what a
Wow,
so he
great
so
guy.
says,
she made it.
he says, however, put a limit on it because this is actually coming out of our household. I said, okay, I'll do 300. I'll donate 300. And he said, okay. And I hit 300 within a couple of days and I couldn't stop. So I came up with this idea and I reached out to the community and I said, this is what I'm doing. And if you buy one mask from me, I'll donate two, and oh my gosh, these people, I tell you, Port St. Lucie is an amazing place with amazing people because they reached out. I was no longer taking the money from my household because I was getting donation, whether it was from fabric to $10, $15. So I said to myself, okay, I'm going to stop at 2000 because I do have 3 kids and this is very time consuming and I can only give, so much. And I hit 2000 and I
Imagine.
went a little bit further.
Wow.
No,
So you made it
accomplishment.
2000?
Yes, I hit the 2000.
That's
Yeah.
a huge
Imagine.
Was
accomplishment.
within
Huge.
2.5 months. But I think I got to maybe like 200 more and then I stopped. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I
Unbelievable.
got, yeah.
Have to put the brakes on.
Yeah, I had to.
You're passionate. You're very
However,
passionate.
yes, however, now mask is available and all that stuff. If this should happen again, no problem. I would definitely do it all over again.
That's fantastic. What a story. So
She also had an interview at the CBS channel, right?
Yeah, so basically they Ashley Hansen, and she reached out to me and she says, "Oh my God, we love you. I saw some of your stuff. I see what you're doing. We'd love to feature you on CBS News." And of course I'm not going to say no.
No,
So
of course
she
not.
she did it once, and not only did she feature me on CBS News, she went ahead and used my service, and she loved it. And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm going to feature you again." So she did it this morning,
Amazing.
and
So you're
I
all
am
over the
so
place.
grateful.
Now you're global with us.
Yes,
We have a
no, I'm
global
global
audience.
with you guys. I'm everywhere
Yes,
now.
yes.
That's my
you're
So you
aim.
need to do 2 masks for us. One my initials and one with his initials.
Absolutely, we will definitely discuss that when this interview is over.
Oh, I can't
I would
wait.
love to.
I wear it proudly. I'd be
Oh, thank
honored
you
to
so
have it.
much. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank
Wanted to know a little bit about, because you keep on mentioning your husband, how supportive he is, and not only did he give you a sewing machine that most wives would kill their husband if they give a sewing machine to make clothes for your children, but he had no idea what was going to happen. Tell us about your husband.
Well,
How did you meet? Where is he from?
we met in Publix. He's actually from here. He's from Palm City, Florida.
Okay.
And we met in
Publix.
Publix my second year in America. And we worked across from each other. And I would go over to Publix every day. And, I saw this guy. And
Uh-oh.
yes, it's been 17 years and we still do this. He talks about me and he is crazy, and I talk about him. But he is the most amazing guy in the entire universe. That I
Okay.
can say. Great
Wow.
husband, great dad to my 3 kids. And,
So you
he's
have
just
3 kids.
amazing.
Wow.
3
Yes, I
kids?
do. I have a
You don't look
12-year-old,
like it.
13-year-old,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
a 10-year-old. Thank you.
Wow.
You've been busy. Do you make
Well,
their
you
clothes?
sometimes it depends. It depends sometimes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not it's the
And I'm so
glamour.
busy.
Yeah.
I am so busy, So if there's a major event going on, then of course I'm going to make their clothes. But on a day-to-day basis, no.
No.
How you organize your day?
Well, I have a schedule and I stick to that schedule. People always ask me, how do you get all this stuff done? You have 3 kids, and my kids are amazing kids. They're all honor roll kids in school and very
Wow.
respectful, very nice kids. And they always ask, how do you do this? How do you take your 3 kids and run a business and take care of your husband? And
Wow.
scheduling. I schedule everything. I'm up at 5 a.m. in the morning,
5.
and I make sure I stop at 6 so I can, eat with my kids and help them with whatever they need help with. And they're involved in sports, so I have to stop and take them to these different places. So yeah, scheduling
Yeah,
is
that's a
very,
lot of
very
work.
important.
You're a
Yes.
regular mom.
Yes, I am.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And another thing is, we know that through all of this wonderful things that have happened, as we all do, there's are challenges that are part of getting where you are. Can you share some of
Mm-hmm.
your challenges with us?
Well, one, as I mentioned before, I live in Port St. Lucie where there's not so much of a market for couture, formal wear. That's one of my challenges. However, I have to say, even though there's not such a huge market, these people still support me. They show up,
Mm,
so um, in the beginning of my designing of my career, I had a lot of self-doubt. And I think we all go through that at one point in our life because we're not perfect. But I'm surrounded by a great man who, in my mind, is 10 different people around me, is an army.
wow,
And he motivates me a lot. I have my moments, but he always tell me, okay, you have 5 minutes. You want to cry, cry. You want to kick, kick. But best believe the next 23 hours, you're gonna fight. No more crying. You're gonna get up and you're gonna go. So that's my thing now. That's what I stick to. Yeah.
that's good. So you have a foundation, a good
Yes, I do.
support system, and
Yes.
you have obviously a very good work ethic because without that, it's impossible to
Hmm.
balance everything that you're doing. So that
Yes.
work ethic is huge. You're looking possibly at writing a book about your story, I believe.
Well, it's not um about my story as far as fashion goes, but I'm also interested in relationships and making them work, ways to make them work. And because um I've been married to my husband now for 15 years, I know a little bit of I know a little thing or two that I'd like to share,
Oh, wonderful.
about about the struggles and overcoming those struggles of being in a relationship because it is indeed a full-time job. And if you're not willing to work that full-time job, then you will definitely lose. You'll end up in the divorce section of the world. So that's my book is about relationship.
That's awesome. And
Yes.
are you doing some community service on some nonprofits? How you are sharing your incredible experiences with other people?
Well, before the pandemic, well, I do work with a great company. I'm sure you know this one, Publix. I am there like one day a month. Oops. Yes,
One
but
day a month?
yeah,
Wow.
so but Publix is a great company and they have their different um the different places they donate to and the different places they show up and work with. And so I tend to do a lot with them also. Um
That's great. They
but
donate food?
my main goal is to focus on um sexual abused victims because I don't think there's enough places that deals with situation like that.
Mm,
So that's my main goal is to start something or become involved with an organization that deals with that because it's very, very close to me. I was one of those people and I know firsthand how hard it is to experience something like that and come out on the other end. So I want to show people and tell people that it doesn't matter what you go through in life, you can come out on top. You have a choice. We all have a choice, and that is what most people don't know is that we have a choice. You have a choice to be a victim, or you have a choice to become an overcomer. So I
that's the
want to get
word.
involved with that. Yeah.
Overcome.
Amazing. Yeah, actually, Kelly says if you have discipline, drive, and determination, nothing is impossible. I can, I will, I am. End of story, explained Jackson.
That's a great statement.
End of
Yeah,
story. I can. There's nothing. If you dare me, best believe I'm coming at you because I'm going to do it.
I love it.
I
I
am
love it.
going to do it.
I love the
Yeah.
idea how you started your own company by, just doing what you love because
Hmm.
it has to, you need to have passion. And if you
Yes.
have passion, then the rest is going to come. Because the way I
Yes.
see this,
Absolutely.
um, all the administrative, the management, all the technical aspect, you can do it. You can delegate somebody else, but you need to have the passion of what you want to do to succeed. And you are doing it. And that's why
Yes.
Kallee is receiving the award as a successful woman in business for 2020. So if you want
Thank you,
to see
guys.
Kallee in person, remember September 19th.
Yes,
Thank
that's
you so much.
an annual women's convention where we recognize 100 successful women from all over the world. So you have been selected because of who you are, not
Thank
because
you.
of
You
what
guys
you
are
have.
amazing. Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
about you. It's like you say, it's nothing to do with what you have. It's got to do with what you are as a person and how you're utilizing that for everybody's good.
Yes.
What are your
Absolutely.
plans for 2021?
2021. Um, well, I do have my own shows every year here. I started that. I think I've done 3 so far. I want to go back into that because, that's something dear to my heart. I want to be involved more in the community. That's one of my main goals is to get involved more because I there's so many areas that, need help, that need people like me to show them that everything is possible, you know.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah. Oh, and I have this thing in my head where where I have a huge warehouse and I have workers and it's all white and the big chandelier and all that is gonna be my main focus for the next year is to have my own space,
Oh,
away from
beautiful.
That's fantastic.
yes, yes.
So
That's the
you're
goal.
there. If you wish it, you're gonna do it. I have no
Oh
doubt.
yes, absolutely. I'll just have to just pop in here and that's it. I'm on, I'm
That's it.
off. Yeah, that's
That's
Yes,
it.
exactly,
fantastic.
exactly.
Yes,
So
yes,
Yes.
that
yes.
is the idea. So if you wanna get in touch with Kallee, you wanna see her collections, you wanna talk to her about a specific question, you can also reach her at the 772-210-4229. Yes, is
Yes.
that your?
My
Yes.
business
So that
line.
is the business line, and also
Yes.
you can find more information regarding her collection at the website KalleeJackson.com. That's super
That's
easy,
easy.
right?
Yeah.
That was very easy.
KalleeJackson.com. That's
So
awesome.
anyway, we're gonna post that information after the interview, so you can share that with everybody. You can visit the website. You can contact Kallee to learn more about her collection and learn more about her.
Look at all
Thank
the
you.
wonderful comments. We're overwhelmed with people commenting and
Sabrina, I love
very,
you.
very good. Yeah.
Sabrina is the name of my daughter. I love the name.
Yes. Sabrina's. So we have some great things we learned from you. What I got, obviously, besides Jamaica, is we got to go to Publix to meet our mates. So Publix is now a dating site. I tried that a
You can
couple
go
of
to
times.
Publix and get a lot of things. Publix
I
is an
almost got
amazing
killed.
company.
I almost got killed asking the lady about a product at Publix. She said, "Why are you asking me?" So I tried. It didn't work for me.
Well, it doesn't work for everybody,
It doesn't
okay?
work for everybody.
No,
But
that's one of the greatest companies. They're all about
it
customer
is.
service.
Yeah.
And
The
I mean,
quality, yeah, I agree.
it actually taught me some of what I know. I use it to apply to my business right now. Like, a customer should leave 100% happy, period. So,
That's the attitude,
That's
I
the
exactly.
live
attitude.
by that. Yeah.
That's what we want to let people know, that in this difficult times we need to be supportive, not giving people a hard time, which a
Yes,
lot
not
of
tearing people down.
businesses are not doing a great job. So,
Yeah, definitely.
well, we're very excited to meet you. Very excited.
Yes, me.
Unfortunately, the
Cannot
time is
wait.
almost over. If
Yes.
you want to say something else before we finish the interview, Kallee.
Um, yes. Um, find what you love and stick to it. Be very persistent. Be consistent. Take up space for God's sake. This is a huge country. It's not made for one person or 10 or 100 or 1,000 or a million. It's actually made for all of us. There's so much here you can do it. Figure out what you love. Be true to yourself. Yeah, and you'll succeed.
Amazing.
Great words and great inspiration from a wonderful young lady making a difference in the community.
Thank you so much, Kallee Jackson, and we're going to be in touch with you soon. Thank you for
Absolutely.
being here.
Thank you. Thank
Take
you,
care.
guys.
Bye
Thank
bye
you.
now.
Bye bye.
Bye.